We wake up for day 4 in Potion Craft and day 6 in No Nonsense November. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Potion Craft. I know we've already done 2 days in a row, but something about this game, it's got that game loop that's just really good. You just want to do the next thing as soon as possible, right after you just finished the last one. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do, hopefully, just one day. I'm going to try and do what I promised I would do several days ago, and just do maybe 15 minutes. Hopefully, just 15 minutes. Somehow we got a level up, just for going to the garden, I guess. But same old, let's grab all of these resources, and then water them back up. That growth from the growth experience options from the last episode have really helped out. So now we've got, what is this, increased ingredients, increased growth speed, and then we've got the underground watering, or underwater growing, or whatever it's called. And I think I also saw an arrow over here, so I think the right is to the pond, and then down is to the cave. There's 2 different options there. So we'll have to keep an eye out on both of those. Now in terms of what we can do today, it looks like we're a little low on Life Leaf. Our Terraria is restocked, but we still only just have the 7, so I think we'll be trying to do some northward kind of directional stuff. But let's start with, oh hey, a new shopkeep. Or, not shopkeep, I'm the shopkeep. This is the merchant.
Hello, I see you've recently opened. I am also an alchemist, but I'm just passing through town. I'm collecting some ingredients and selling alchemy equipment, so I decided to drop in. I'm running light right now and only have enchanted paper with me. But if you need to expand your recipe book, you can buy a couple sheets.
So, these enchanted papers are what fill up our book, this thing. So we've got just a couple left actually. 1, 2, 3, and the rest have already been used up with the various recipes that we've been making so far. So, if we have the money, which we only have $100, we can get a couple more sheets. Let's see what he's got, and how much is it? 5? No, we cannot. We can't even haggle it down. Okay, well, how about you come back some other day? I want to coat my weapon with some kind of magic potion that deals additional damage. Okay. And nothing weak. Does Strong 3... Oh, no, it doesn't work. Okay. He probably just needs some sort of, fire enchantment. Because we don't have anything else. We've got dexterity, we've got swiftness. I think he just wants, a basic enchant. Fire Frost potion. I did see, and let's just quickly run this through, because I think there's a way to get all the way to fire without using that extra wind bloom. If you remember from 2 episodes ago, when we first did the fire potion, we had to do quite a lot of extra stuff. So let's try playing with this. I think it'll be something like... Yeah, so this gets us to here. It's I don't know, 1, 2 mortars away. So 1, 2. We should have extra space. So let's try grinding it just to, maybe here. I'll throw that in. And see, now we can kind of aim straight for the middle. So I think we might have just accidentally, purposefully made a better recipe. So let's throw that in and see what we can do here. Might still need a bit of water to get it in alignment, but this is looking really clean. 1, 2... Okay, and then from there, let's pull it back just a bit. There we go. Almost perfect. Push that along. There's our new fire potion. And let's look at our recipe book, because we have a fire already. We didn't do anything special to it. We can erase this now, because it won't use that wind bloom. And instead, let's make this a little bit better. Something like that. Kind of looks like an explosive vial. And then I think I want a blue flame. And which way does it go? I think it's blue, and then around it is a yellow, orange? Something like that. And then just make it a little bit more fiery. And then the blue is fine. Let's do that. What else? We can change the label. Maybe do no... Oh. I guess no label is not an option. But we could do the hazard. Oh yeah, do the or the diamond. It's like a hazard symbol on bottles, I think. We'll just call this the fire potion. Save the recipe, make it, and let's try this one. Yeah, he's okay with this. Now, should we haggle him? We need 13 stars today to make it to level 5, so let's just let him have it. That gets us 5 stars. Okay, we're on our way. Now what does this guy want? Stronger and faster? You know what? This one was expensive, so I think I do want to haggle this one out. Perfect. 66 gold, please.
Hello! It's nice to see new faces in these parts. I suppose you're the new Alchemist. Wonderful. I am the local mushroomer. If you're an alchemist, then you must know quality ingredients when you see them. I have a few mushrooms here. Will you take a look?
He and his beautiful voice. We love him. Stink mushroom is on sale. Sulfur shelf, what a wild path. I'm glad that they haven't changed that too much. Dryad saddle, still the same as last time, and they changed the name of the mad mushroom. I think it used to be weird mushroom for, well, it's a bit of a interesting shape. Fat and firm. Alright. Well, I think we can load up on the stink mushrooms because we have a good amount of gold. And maybe we can throw in something else around here. Dryad saddle? Nah, I think we just go for the really cheap stuff. We can haggle it down. As much as I like this guy, I like cheap prices more. So we'll just go all the way across. We'll have to do one more pass. Get that to the table. Perfect. Minus 75. Yes, please and thank you. And I guess we can keep the money for later. So let's stop there. Bye. See you later.
Bye.
I want a potion that will help me dodge blows better during battle. Potion that will help you dodge blows better. We have Hermes sneakers. Would you like that? Yeah. Awesome. Now this one's kind of expensive too, so let's haggle. I think that will get us 4 stars, which will get us to popularity 5. So let's go for it. Boop, 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 boop. Awesome. Oh, we're 1 short. What does this guy want?
I was accosted by a bandit who wanted to rob me. But he picked the wrong target. I give him a beating he'll soon not forget. But afterwards, when I finally reached town, I slipped and hurt my knee. Do you have anything that I can use to heal it?
Ooh. Well, with a mustache like that, it kind of plays out exactly as he says. Well, yes, we've got the Healy Boy 9000, but for somebody of your persuasion, I think you might want the Healy Boy Cologne. So let's give you this one, and lose a whole bunch of money off it, but hope you enjoy it. Shop is now more popular, level 5, and that's another goal achievement, reach popularity 5, almost at level 17, so let's push through. Need a potion to help burn a monster nest. Well, we just made a recipe for this, so let's just reuse it. We've got the fire potion. Throw it on, and sell it away. That's the day. It's only been 9 minutes. We might be able to push through another day if we go fast. Let's see what we all have left on the list. You know what? Instead of going for another day, and I want to keep it below that 15 minutes, let's go looking for some potions. I did see there's this line here. I think that might be something. And then there's one going through that whirlpool up here. So let's try for that. I think if we do... Oh, this is very similar to the last game. It might be the same path, actually. But if we do something like this, get it to like here, and then this goes straight across. So that should get us on the edge of the whirlpool. Let's do a little bit more just for safekeeping. Throw that in. Throw in a fire bloom. Now we want as much as we can get, but we're going to do a bit of tricky grinding here. Grinding and whirlpooling. We'll go just into the whirlpool a little bit, like here. That gets our bottle close enough to the middle that we probably won't die on the bones. And then you can see we still have that extra movement stored up in the bottle. We can use that to exit the whirlpool safely. Something like that. And then if we want to move out of here, oh, that's looking pretty good. It's looking really good. Getting a little close to the bones, but we can kind of correct as we go. So that will be sitting on that bone, no big deal. Now we won't be able to go too crazy, but we can at least do a little bit up and then grind it to the left. And then probably the fire bell should be fine after that. A lot of resources going into this one, but I'm feeling confident that we can get through here and then grab all this experience. If we run into any trouble, we can always water it back a bit. I'm gonna go all the way, just for exploration's sake, but we're getting close to this line, right? So the idea would be we want to go kind of up to here. So let's see what we got. There it is, okay. So if we just do a wind bloom, I think we're in business, right? If you follow this line all the way through the bottle, we kind of have to hit here if we want to water it back. So let's do that. Now, fire and wind, I'm guessing that'll be the explosion. And you can see there's another line coming out of here as well, so there's something further away that we don't know about yet. Let's throw this in. Should be just about perfect. There we are. Wind, 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 bellows, bellows, bellows. There's the explosion. It's the exposure potion. The explosion potion. Let's just call these the kaboom juice. As expected. I don't know what it's made of, but we'll do the same treatment as the last one. We'll do some like orange and red, and then the outside's a red bottle. So that kind of works out. Maybe make the paper look like an explosion too. Yeah, there we go. All right, and then a bottle. This is a good bottle for an explosive. Can I find something a little... I think the wide bottom is really nice. Or a jug. We could do a jug. I don't think the fire is kind of... I think that's a little extra. Let's go with this one. That's it. Kaboom juice is ready to go. 2 magic pieces of paper left. Now, we can go a little bit up. And do we continue? I think it might be fun to see what's over here, or if it's close, even. So let's try going up. I love that the music continues to change. This game just endlessly spins the music around. It's so much better than the original. Well, the original track was great, but, you know, you can only listen to the same music so many times. This one just keeps rotating. It's probably safe to go all the way here. Let's go full grind. Ooh, okay. What? We can see what this is, okay? So let's do this. Just need a level 2, so we can grind this up. What this will be, I'm not sure. We can get it kind of lined up and hope that this gets us at least a level 2. It might just be a 1. But we don't really need more than that. So let's just stop there. Get these bellows going. That's the charm potion. Yes, this was in the last game as well. So let's, we're not going to save this recipe, but at least now we know where it is. We get the potion achievement, so a little bit of extra experience, and the full experience for the explosion potion. There's popularity 5, and then we just have the dexterity left. And that was actually a chapter 4 potion. Okay, alright. So we shouldn't be this far out yet. The only one left is that dexterity potion. Can we do it quickly? Let's see if we can grind something out. Maybe over to there. Dexterity and... yeah, it's probably over there. If not, we'll stop there, but let's do a whole bunch of water bloom. Just go as far as we can with these. I wish we had some tangleweed, but those are expensive and we don't have it. So let's do that. And one more. Now we want to kind of go up from here. So maybe we do one more. That'll get us kind of in that book zone for a little more knowledge. And then we can go up. So let's do a little bit of this. See what's over here. Aha! So what are you? Ooh, you're not easy to get to. That's what you are. So, let's see. We do just a wind bloom with no grind. And then another wind bloom. That should get us onto the bottle. So let's try and get this zoomed in. I gotta get this as close as possible. And then let's go 1, 2 swirls, and trying to get this line in line with the dotted one. Just like that. There we go. Bello, bello, bello. There's the dexterity. We chose right. I don't know how, but I don't think that a paw print is dexterity. I guess this is the first time we've seen this screen. These are all the different things you can put on the bottle. Usually I keep it pretty normal, but for this one I think it maybe like a feather makes more sense. I think that just looks way better. And let's make the bottom just a little bit more shaded. I think it needs to be darker. Like here. Here. And then pull up the whites a bit. Like that. Ooh, it's already looking better. This is actually a red? That's... You could have fooled me. Where does this, Oh, it's the feather piece itself. Okay. And then let's pull it like that. There we go. And we'll call this something simple for now. You can always give ideas in the comments, but potion of sickness. Nope, that's not right. Swiftness. And Swifty should be something quick to drink. Maybe this, maybe this, maybe this. This, yeah. And then I think we need to rotate this symbol. Like that? That looks good. Ooh, we can make the diamond line up with the top of the bottle, like that. Then it looks a little more professional, I guess. Save that. And there we go. Chapter 2 complete. That's a good way to finish up the episode, right? 17 minutes on my timer, so, you know, we'll probably about 16 minutes once I get through all the edits. Let's leave it there. Let's just look at our progress so far. We can now see what's on Chapter 3. So, we'll have to start repairing the alchemy machine, which I think is what's in the basement. We'll have to buy a page for the recipe book, so that's the guy that came by and wanted an arm and a leg for it, so I have to save up for that. Create a potion with 3 different effects, and then a whole bunch of other potions. Mana, lightning, stone skin, sleep, and light. Alright, looks like we've got more goals, more ideas, more things to do. So we'll leave it there, head off to bed as is typical, and say goodbye for another episode of No Nonsense November and Potion Craft. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you for day 5.